What's up, everybody? Bama Tony 73 coming at you today with something a little different. A while back, I said that I would do a countdown on my Masterverse figures once I got 40 of them. Okay, so I've been collecting this line for several months, and these are the ones that I've picked up, and this is a completely subjective list. There's going to be people that disagree with my placements of these figures and the rankings that I have them at. But that's fine. It's fun, and that's what we're going to do today is just have a little fun. And this is the rankings that I have them at. And as you see right here, we have the Revelation He-Man. Unfortunately for him, he's going to come in at 41st spot today. And there are some things I do like about this He-Man. I like his boots, I like his shield, and I do like his power sword, and I do like his armor. But he just doesn't hit me as the most powerful man in the universe for a lot of different reasons. So with that being said, we're going to move forward and keep diving into this and move him out of the way. But Revelation He-Man's coming in at 41st today. Okay, so the 40th best is going to be this Teela right here, and that's Revelation Teela. I think she's pretty cool, but she just doesn't hit me as Teela. Okay, so I grew up in the 80s with the MOTU line kicking off the vintage figures. She's nowhere in the ballpark of being close to that. I do kind of like her attire, and I like the aesthetics of this figure, and I like the way she stands. I think that's really cool and sexy. But I just don't really see her as the Teela that I'm envisioning Teela to look like. So with that being said, she's coming in at number 40. And that's the Revelation Teela. But as I said, a pretty nice figure, but I'm just not feeling the head sculpt at all. So at least they didn't make her all muscular, right? All right, so with number 39, we're going to get into this guy right here. And we're still early in the line here, and that's going to be Revelation Skeletor. I love this Skeletor. I love every one of these figures that I'm bringing to you today in my collection. I love them all, but there are obviously some that I like better, hence this countdown. But this guy right here, he does have an awful lot going on. Good for him. I love the head sculpt. I don't have a problem with his head sculpt. I love the smiley, devious laugh that you can see that he's, got that going on. I love the loin cloth that he has, and I do like his colors. I do like the shaping staff that he has, and I do really, really like the Havoc staff that he comes with. And I have that with another figure that you will see later in this countdown. But this Skeletor, I just wasn't feeling it as, I guess you could say, the Skeletor. The Skeletor that I'm so used to seeing, the nostalgia part of it or anything like that. This one I just wasn't feeling, and I don't want to spend a whole lot more time talking about him. But yeah, I mean, he's coming in 39 here today. Okay, so with the 38th figure, it's going to be this guy right here, and that's Sunman. And this is a really cool figure. It's got a lot of colors that's popping. The wings are nice, articulated. I mean, I like him. I really do like this figure. But you got to have, if you're going to have a countdown, unfortunately, there's going to be some of those figures that's going to be way up the list. And I mean that way up in a bad way. And he kind of falls there with me. And that's why he comes in at number 39 here today. Or 38, I'm sorry. Sunman, 38. 37 is going to go to this guy right here. And that's going to be Skelegod. This figure right here is so huge. He's so hard to manage. He does look good. I feel that they made his head a little bit too small. His neck's not quite long enough. I can just about pull his head off with my pinky. I do love this figure. Aesthetically, I think they've done a wonderful job. But Skelegod is going to come in number 37 today. Number 36, no fault of her own, is going to be the Sorceress. There's just some things about this figure that I'm not feeling. I think it's a beautiful figure, and I think they've done a pretty good job overall, but I'm just not feeling her cape. They should have made this a wired cape, and other than that, man, I really do think that they should have done a little something different with the head sculpt. I do like the eagle dress and all that. All that's fine. I do like the her boots. I do love her dress, and everything's cool. But the cape, it just really, really ruins it for me. And I think they need to try again. So hopefully the new Eternia Sorceress that they will come out with, hopefully she will not be elderly. They won't make her like they did this new Etheria Sorceress. She-Ra. And they do a good job with her head sculpt and make her the young, beautiful sorceress that we're used to seeing, okay? And do something with the cape. But that kind of just messed things up with me with this sorceress. But as you see, her cape is just, I've even thought about removing the cape, is how much I dislike it. So it's just not a good version of the sorceress to me. And that's exactly why she comes in number 36. Number 35 is going to be this guy over here. Hang on. Moss Man. Okay, so this guy right here, man, he is an awesome figure. Don't get me wrong. This guy right here is cool. He looks really cool, but he just, maybe he should have been flocked. I don't know, but there's some things going on with his arm. If you don't have it posed this way, you know, if he's not on the stand, he's definitely falling over. But it is a really cool Moss Man. He's sculpted pretty well. And I really like the head sculpt. I think they've done a wonderful job with the head sculpt on this guy. He's like, ah. But I just feel that they've left some things out, and that's why he's definitely going to come in at number 35 today. And number 34 is going to be this guy right here, and I really love this new Eternia Zodak. I like him better than the new Masterverse Vintage Zodak, because you can take these shoulder pads off, so it's no issue there. I think they've done just a fabulous job with this guy. This Zodak is amazing, and I couldn't be happier to have him in my collection. It's a really, really good version of Zodak, and but unfortunately, I do have him at number 34. So, all right, well, we're moving on down. So number 33 is going to be this guy right here, which I do feel is an amazing representation of Jitsu. And despite the fact that they try to make him good now or whatever, that's all fine. That's not even where I'm at with this ranking placement of him. He wasn't in enough episodes in the 80s for that to matter to me, whether he's good or bad. That has nothing to do with his placement. I just feel that they did leave some things out with this guy. And even though they gave him some vac metallization going on here with his hand, he's a wonderful figure, man. It's just hard for me to say anything negative about him. It really, really is. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that. And he's number 33. Number 32 is going to go to Stinkor. Now, Stinkor is just an amazing release. This Revelation Stinkor right here, if you get a good look at his head, everything looks really good with him. His shield, and he does come with a mask, but I like his teeth. So I kind of wanted his teeth showing, and that's just a personal preference. But this stinkor right here is an amazing representation of stinkor. Just a great figure, and I couldn't be happier to have this guy in my collection. And but he's going to come in number 32 today. And now, when we get to number 20, we will take a break, and then I will gear up for the top 20, which I'll be obviously right back, but you're not going to know how long I'll take the break, but it won't be long. But I'm just going to move figures around and then move the others to where I want them, and then I'll continue the video. So, number 31 and 30. All right, so that's where we're at right now, and that's going to be, these are the same figure, but I have them in no particular order at 31 and 30. And that is going to be the Revelation Evil Lyn. This is a great release. They just really, really hit the nail on the head with this one. I don't know which one I like the best out of these two. I just have different head sculpts. She comes with this head sculpt, so I bought an extra Evil Lyn to where I can pose them this way. But this is going to come in to me 31 and 30. No particular order. And that's Revelation Evil Lyn. A great, great representation of Evil Lyn. Number 29 is who we have right here, and that is going to be the Revelation Fisto. Now, this guy right here, there is not a single thing in the world wrong with this Fisto, other than the new release, the new Eternia Fisto, beats him, in my opinion. But this guy right here looks really, really good, and I have not one single issue, honestly, with this Fisto. Great looking figure. Just a great looking figure. They could have made some vac metallization going on here on his fist, but other than that, that's about all that I really see wrong with this guy. They did just a great job with the head sculpt, perfect size. All that is going good with him. The boots look amazing. The loincloth looks really good and plain, just simple. Looks really Fisto. It looks really, really good. The sword looks good. This is a very good release of Fisto. Okay, so we're down to 28. Okay, so 28 already. So that's going to be this guy right here. 28 is going to be the Revelation Spikor. What an amazing release and representation of a Spikor. I mean, he just looks menacing. He looks awesome. I mean, the colors are popping really good. And you can sit here and be critical and try to find things wrong with this guy, and you're not going to find much. That's because he is an amazing figure. Just an absolute brilliant representation of Spikor. And I don't see how you can really get any better, really. Just a great figure. And that's going to be Revelation Spikor. Number 27 is going to go to this amazing figure right here, and that's going to be Catra. I don't see how they're going to do any better if they can release a new Eternia Catra. Just don't make her old. Don't make her old. Please do not do that, okay? Keep her young. Keep her pretty. Just keep all the things about Catra that we remember from the animated cartoon Catra. Keep them that way, because that's the way they kept this one. And then that's why she ranks in such a great spot at number 27. What a great figure. This Catra is amazing. So we're going to stand her right here. Number 27 is going to be Catra. And number 26 is going to be this girl right here. And that's going to be Princess of Power, Frosta. I think this was an absolute amazing release. I don't really see a whole lot more they could do to make this one better. Maybe give her this cartoon collection Frosta's color hair. That would be really about it. I like the body on this one. Everything looks fine with that. The colors look really good. I like everything about her little snow staff here, and her freeze effects, snow effects, whatever, her ice effect she has going there is really awesome. And the cape, you can just about get her cape to do what you want sometimes. And I did say sometimes, maybe today you can't. But I don't have her on a stand simply because she's not very manageable on a stand because of her hair, as you can tell. But yeah, this Froster right here is going to take that 26th spot, and she's much deserving of it. She's amazing. Number 25 is going to go to this evil troublemaker right here, and that is Hordak. It's going to be hard to beat this Hordak. I mean, honestly, I feel that they've done a really good job with this guy. His shield looks amazing. All of his paint apps look really on point. His head sculpt looks good. I do have an O-ring up under his chin here to hold his head up because his head kind of hangs down a little bit, and I want him looking more straightforward. Other than that, there's not a whole lot wrong. I can manage his cape pretty good, so his cape's pretty manageable. So I don't have a problem with his soft good cape. It's pretty decent. And I think this is a really great representation of that Hordak that we're so used to seeing in the animated cartoon from the 80s. And that's going to be Hordak at number 25. Number 24 is going to go to this guy right here. And this is a figure that I love, and it kind of takes me back to 40th anniversary He-Man. And he takes me back to that vintage nostalgia era of just that vintage He-Man. He's got that look going on, not the exact head sculpt, but pretty close to it. The big buck, and he's just a real, this is what I envision more as the most powerful man in the universe, opposed to this guy. So this is what I see as being the most powerful man in the universe, our He-Man, the one that we're going to call He-Man. And I think they've done a wonderful job with this guy. There are some things that I wish they would have done differently, maybe make his skin color a little different. He has some spots that you can't really tell, but it kind of looks like he's got some of that spray on tan going on. But other than that, man, I think they've done a really good job with this guy. So that is the 40th anniversary He-Man coming in at number 24. Number 23 is going to be this guy right here. And I just done a video on him. And that is Battle Armor He-Man. New Eternia Battle Armor He-Man. I mean, how can you get a better release of a Battle Armor He-Man? You know, give him a Triple H head and you're good. No, I just figure, I just kind of think that he does favor Triple H a little bit. But this He-Man, they really, really knocked it out of the park with a grand slam with this guy, I feel. He looks really good. And even if I had Battle Armor Skeletor, he would be closely ranked with this guy. I don't feel that he jumps this He-Man by that much at all. I really don't. I think it's a great figure, not just because I don't have it, but he would be somewhere in the ballpark ranked with this guy. This He-Man looks wonderful, and I love everything about him, man. I just really think that they've done a great job with him. Everything's really manageable. You can take his kilt off real easily, and everything comes on and off really, really good with this guy. I like his axe. I just like all of his accessories, the dagger he comes with, everything. This is one amazing representation of a Battle Armor He-Man. So, and that's why he's getting that 23 spot. That's where he's at. 23 spot right there. Okay, so number 22 is going to go to this figure right here, and she was right in my face, and I was looking for her. That is the 2.0 Evil Lynn Bat Sorceress. I mean, what can you say about the Revelation series other than it was terrible? Okay, be honest. It was not good. If you're my age, I'm a 51-year-old man, And I do like cartoons. I like the 80s nostalgia Masters of the Universe. And I do love the animation part of this Revelation series. But the storyline was absolutely horrendous. This was the best thing in that entire. This and Darkland was the best thing in that entire series, in my opinion. Just looking at them. And they just didn't have enough of her. But she's amazing. This is a really, really cool figure with some just banging paint apps. She looks really cool. Glad you got me out of that blister bubble, asshole. But what an amazing figure, man. I'm telling you. This is the 2.0 Bat Sorceress Evil Lynn. And how seductive she looks. Just what an amazing figure. You know, she seduced Skeletor in that. Took over the sword and became Dark Lynn. But yeah, she deserves that number 22 spot, and that is the Evil Lynn 2.0 Bat Sorceress. Number 21 is Shadow Weaver. How can you get better than this? Don't say classics. Please don't. Because it's not better than this. This figure is an amazing representation of the Shadow Weaver from the Princess of Power animated 80s cartoon. You can't beat it. You can't beat this. This is a great Shadow Weaver. I can only think of a couple of different things that I would have done maybe a little differently, but the cape is real manageable. It stays in place very well. I have no problems with that. Her flame effect looks really good. The scepter's awesome. Everything's really cool. Moves well. It's very cool. I would have made her a little taller of a figure. That way, when you did remove this, that she would kind of stand up a little higher. But other than that, man, this figure right here is super amazing, and she is coming in at number 21. Shadow Weaver. Okay, I'll be back in just a second for the top 20. I am back with number 20 of the best Masterverse figure in my mind. And it's completely subjective. I just want to run that by you again real quick, that these are the only figures that I've collected so far in the Masterverse line in the several months I've been going at this line. And these are the ones that I feel are the worst to best, I guess you can say. So with that being said, number 20 is going to go to the New Eternia Leech. He's great. This is a great job, Mattel. They really did good with this one. There are a couple things that, could be better, but not so much. I think they just overall done a really good job with him, and he has a good bit of detail going on, especially in his throat. And head sculpt looks really good. His armor is on point. I love the colors. He pops really good. That's number 20, New Eternia Leech. Number 19 is going to go to old Pighead. This Pighead is amazing. You will hear me say awesome and amazing so much through these videos, because that's how I find these figures to be amazing, awesome, and there's not many better words to throw at them. I mean, just look at this guy. This Pighead right here is just real colorful. I mean, he's just popping everywhere. Shield looks amazing. The paint apps, everything about this Pighead is exactly what you would envision a Pighead to look like in the Masterverse line. And that's why I have him at 19. Pighead, Rulers of the Sun. Number 18 is going to go to this beautiful figure right here, and that is She-Ra. Princess of Power She-Ra. They really messed things up with the new Etheria. or New Eternia, however you want to say it, the new She-Ra. She looks older than me. I just think they could have tried to improve on this head sculpt, and I don't see how they could because they've done a wonderful job with this one. This She-Ra right here is a really good release, and I'm happy with this release, and that's why I have her at 18. I mean, she's just a great release. It's got a lot of detail going on with her, and her boots, her designs on her gauntlets. I don't really see a whole lot that I would change about this figure to try to make it any better. I love it. I ain't got no problems with it. And we have her at 18. Number 17 is going to be New Eternia Triclops. Now, the only thing you can say about this figure is it is badass. I mean, this figure right here, I don't see how they can do any better with a Triclops. I really don't. I don't see how they can improve and make a better Triclops than this evil and sees everything guy right here. This Triclops here is a great release, and kudos to Mattel for this release because I really have enjoyed having this one in my collection. New Eternia Triclops. He's a super badass. Well, now we have gone to 16 and 15 in the rankings. Okay, and these are going to be two figures that I have in no particular order, 16 and 15. And that is the Gwildor and Orko. Gwildor and Orko from the Revolution. Both of them are amazing. Like I said, no particular order here. They've done just a wonderful job. And I have Gwildor and Orko at 16 and 15. So that's 16 and 15. Moving on. And that brings us to 14. And this is going to bring us to 14 and 13. That is going to be the Barbarian Skeletors. Now this, when someone says Skeletor, this is what I see in my mind right here. And nothing else, really. This is Skeletor. I blacked this one's eyes out a little bit. Looks pretty cool. And I just bought an extra one because I wanted to pose them this way with the cape and one without the cape. This is more of a vintage look here going on. And he has the Revelation Havoc staff from the Revelation Skeletor. Thought it looked good with him. So he has it. In his case, he stole it, right? It's Skeletor. It's always up to some type of evil. And but yeah, we have 14 and 13 right here with Barbarian Skeletor. I think they've done a great job with this new Eternia Barbarian Skeletor. And that's why he comes in at 14 and 13 here. We'll just set him right here. And that's going to leave us to number 13. And that's going to be New Eternia Fisto. This, oh, I'm sorry, number 12 here. New Eternia Fisto is going to be number 12. What can you say about this Fisto other than this is the best Fisto I've ever seen? And that's my opinion. They done a wonderful job with the colors. Everything is great about this Fisto. I have no issues whatsoever. They even threw in an extra head sculpt. This Fisto right here, number 12 all day long. Number 11 is going to be this beast right here. And that is going to be the new Eternia Whiplash. This Whiplash right here, I don't see how they can make a better looking Whiplash. If you do, please shed some light on it because I don't see any way that they're going to be able to beat this. Because you don't want them to make this figure any smaller, really. I mean, the size is cool. I'm cool with the size. And I did find a good place for him on my shelf without him causing too much trouble. But, yeah, man. Number 11 is the new Eternia Whiplash. It's got a lot of detail going on. Awesome figure. And we are down to the top 10. And that is going to bring us to the new Eternia Cyclone. This figure right here, Mattel really smashed it out of the park. I think they done a wonderful job with this release of the Cyclone. This new Eternia Cyclone is it's a big hit. I give them an A+ on this one. I don't see really any way they could have made this figure any better. I have no issues whatsoever with it. None. None. And that's why he takes number 10. Well, we are down at number 9, and that will bring us to the new Eternia Man-at-Arms. The new Eternia Man-at-Arms, I don't see any way they can make improvements to this figure. They say, you know, I'm a Virgo, and I don't know if y'all are into horoscope. I'm not, but I'm just saying that they claim that we're so much like clean freaks and stuff like that, and we pay attention to detail so much. And I'm not so much a clean freak. I do like things organized, but not so much a clean freak, but I do pay attention to detail. I do have that Virgo part of me going on, and I don't see any way they can improve with this Man-at-Arms, really. I think they've done a wonderful job, and that's exactly why this Man-at-Arms takes that number 9 spot. The new Eternia Man-at-Arms. Number 8. And this is another figure that I do not see them improving on. And that is the new Eternia Mechanic. Sorry, let's bring him down here where you can see his head. But that's why he takes number 8. Is because I just don't see any way that they can improve to make this figure any better than he already is. Because they done just such a wonderful job aesthetically with his figure. Everything about him is exactly the way that I see Mechanic being in my mind. And that is the new Eternia Mechanic, coming in at number 8, much deserving. Number 7 is going to be this figure right here, and I do not see any way they can improve with this guy either. That is the Princess of Power, Grizzlor. If you see any way, maybe they could improve on this guy. I mean, I don't see a whole lot wrong with this guy. I mean, they've got the nails black. They've got some wash going on in his body. They added some fur here. They got the big, nice, bright fire engine red Horde bat going on. I like the head sculpt. He just looks amazing. This figure I love. I love this release of Grizzlor. And I don't see many ways they can make an improvement. With that being said, he takes number 7. Grizzlor. Number 6 is going to go to the new Eternia, Mr. Roboto. And I don't see any way that they can really make improvements with this. They've done such an exceptionally well job. Just a great figure. It's just great. I'm really happy to have this one in my collection. And that is the new Eternia Roboto. If you see any way that you can make an improvement, throw it out there in the comments and let me know what you think, because I don't see a whole lot wrong with him at all. As a matter of fact, I see absolutely nothing wrong with him. Great job, Mattel, on this one. I give him an A+ on this one, too. It's a new Eternia Roboto, coming in at number 6. Number 5 is going to surprise some people, but she's definitely worthy of the number 5 spot. And that is Dark Lynn, the Revelation Mattel exclusive, Dark Lynn. This figure here, there's so much that I do like about it. That's exactly why I have her where I do. I'm not a big fan of the Revelation series, as we already know, but they made her so accurate, screen accurate to that it's hard to deny. the animation accuracy that they made this figure. And some say she looks like Pink, and she does kind of favor Pink a little bit, but they gave her the wired cape. I love the cosmic look of it, the starry cosmic look going on. And I've got this cape coming down just how I like, with a gold trim showing in it. Just a great figure. This figure right here, it takes that number 5 spot, and it's going to win it all day long with me. Dark Lynn. Number 4. Number 4. How can you deny this being a number 4? This beast man right here is just super beastlyfied and super badass. It is just an amazing figure, and there's only maybe one thing that I would change about this guy. I would have made his head just a little bit bigger. Not so much worried about the articulated jaw with this guy. Cool with the way it is. But I think he beats the new Eternia release of the second Beastman they've just come out with. This guy, I just think, beats it. I think this is a better Beastman. And they're both nice, but I like this one better. And I am going to get the other Beastman as well. I'll probably try to collect the majority of this Masterverse line. If I don't get it all, I won't be many short. Let's just put it that way. But this Beastman right here, he comes in number 4, and he comes in number 4 all day in my mind. Number 3. We have made it to number 3. And that is the new Eternia Evil Lynn. Any improvements being made on this, I just think it would mess her up. Because I don't see any way you're going to be able to improve on the paint app. Maybe on the paint apps. A little tiny bit. Maybe add some of that blue in her gauntlets. And a little blue maybe going through here in her boots a little bit. That's about it. That's about it. That's how amazing of a job they done with this new Eternia Evil Lynn. And that's exactly why I have her at number 3 best Masterverse figures that I have anyway. And this is my opinion. I think she takes number 3. She could be number 1 to a lot of people, and I couldn't argue that. It'd be hard for me to argue with you, but I have her at number 3, and she's definitely gonna take that spot all day long. Number 3, new Eternia Evil Lynn. The number 2 figure is gonna go to this guy right here. Or we'll say these guys. And that is Too Bad. The Masterverse New Eternia Too Bad. How in the hell are they going to make improvements on this? If you know any, please shed some light in the comments and let me know how that they can make this figure any better than it already is. You know, it's just like certain artists take a song and they try to recut that song and re-record it and try to make it better. And what do? They butcher it. Well, I think that's exactly what would happen if they tried to redo this. They would make it worse, kind of like the She-Ra. The new She-Ra, they've made it worse. I mean, they took away the beauty that She-Ra has. That beauty that we're so used to seeing with She-Ra. And they turned her into an elderly woman. Okay, so I do get how they're trying to age some of the figures, like the Fisto, and you know, that's fine. The way they did the Fisto and some of the others, and they've done a wonderful job with that. But don't change up the women, because when you do that, you struck out as far as I'm concerned, because it made. I don't know. I don't see how she sold out. I will probably get that new She-Ra, but I'm not going to have her over this one. This is a better version. Head sculpt and everything's better. But getting back to this guy, he's number 2 all day long, and he's much deserving. We have Tuvar and Badra, and they take that number 2 spot. Number 2, Too Bad. Number one is going to go to this guy right here, and I don't care who they release, it's not going to be better than this. The New Eternia Snout Spout. Mattel exclusive New Eternia Snout Spout. He's just, I mean, they didn't leave anything out with this guy. They have steel-toed boots. They have light piping. They have an articulated, regulated pressure valve here. Plenty of tubing, nice axe, battle damage going on. Articulated ears. The trunk is very articulated. You can move it how you want it in 5 or 6 different spots. The nice little water effect going on. Everything about this snout spout is on point. And just because I am an Alabama fan, a little partial towards the pachyderm, that's not swaying my decision with this guy at all. It's going to be hard to beat this snout spout. And that's why I have him at number 1. And that's the New Eternia Snout Spout winning the contest at number 1. That's all for today. Y'all have a good one.